the last reflection of me and Mr. Odie and kind of the whole experience with our experiential aspect of the animal assisted therapy. And yeah, I think one thing I wanted to talk about was just like how powerful this whole experience has been with Odie, and just like the amount I've learned. And I guess just kind of talk about this last session with the longer obstacle course. And kind of just wanted to talk about like how much I've grown from day one of that to the last day. Talking a lot about how I was really scared of Odie and like him pinning me against the fence, and just like learning and like getting to know him. And I don't know, I definitely had like a big fear of kind of Odie and just horses in general. This animal is very large and it could hurt me if it wanted to. The last session of, okay, like I got this, I trust Odie and Odie trusts me, which I think that's really important to notice, of the mutual respect there. I've been reflecting a lot on the sense of like leadership and control. And I know like the second session I worked with Odie, where it was like I was supposed to like, you know, bring him around the fence, whatever, I felt like a sense of like, it felt like I was controlling him, and I didn't really like that feeling. And then later on realized like, no, me and Odie have mutual respect for each other, and I'm leading him through this. Leading him in his paddock and going around. And so noticing that, but also noticing that like, I think in some situations, like maybe with my clients and just like people in general, like I think I do have that sense of kind of like wanting control and like wanting it to, like if a mistake were to be made, let's say I'm part of like a team and a mistake were to be made, I almost have this feeling of like I would want to be in control of that mistake. Like if something went wrong, like I want it to be my fault. Or if something would go right, I want that to be my fault. Brought up was just like my need and want to be understood. And so I know with my clients, like trust that they know what I'm talking about. And if they don't, they'll ask for clarification. And so I know like in the beginning of my counseling journey, I would always ask like, does that make sense? Does that make sense? Enough to where like I was criticized on it, like with my professors of like, Andrew, like this is like a filler you're using all the time. And so it was cool for that to come out in like a physical way and not a verbal way when it came with Odie, and it kind of gave me more awareness and insight into myself there. No, it was just like really great, and like I wasn't scared. And understanding that, you know, I do at times will like need a plan, but I don't need to constantly think about that plan, and I can always reevaluate when I get there. It was just like really great, and like I wasn't scared, and if anything I like felt very empowered. Yeah, that was very interesting.